opinion, unveiling the stories that need to be told. The Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. as we invoke the thought-provoking discussion, tackle the tough questions, challenge assumption, and give a voice to the unheard. This is the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Welcome on board the Morning Express.
Good morning.
Welcome back. It's Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. It's now that time of the morning where we take your opinions. We've been talking to Fᴜᴜᴜ for some 45 to 50 minutes, analyzing the stories on the front pages of our dailies. But every Thursday, there's a little bit of a twist on how we take contributions, and I'm giving this out for the lines, right? Or we throw open the opportunity for people to call in and talk about any matter of their choosing. In fact, if you want to do a community report, this is actually the best time for you to do so. Maybe there's a drainage that is clogged in your area. Your transformer has been taken down for weeks, estimated billing, you paid for something, and anything, as long as it bothers you, you think it's worthy of note, or you're trying to give an advisory of some sort, this is the perfect opportunity for you to do so. If you want to comment on the stories that we've addressed this morning as well, you can do so, or something that happened on Monday, but you were not able to connect, and so you thought, I'll just wait for Thursday to talk about it. Today is a perfect opportunity. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday, right? We streamline the conversation to 2 stories from the newspapers, but Thursday, just enjoy yourself, as long as it is relevant to national discourse, is relevant to Nigerians that are listening to you, is relevant to the people in your community, is relevant. That is the phone line, 0913-6000-410. WhatsApp, so WhatsApp is available. You can call via WhatsApp as well, 09136, streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube, where we can equally take your comments, which means you can just 1 minute per person, so we can take as many contributions as possible. We'll take our first call for the morning. Let me know your name and where you're calling from. Hello.
Good morning. This is Gita. The FRSC, I don't know if you are conversant with close to Tղᴜ. I experienced it on Tuesday. I think they will practically have to stop vehicles, and you know there are trucks coming behind, there are trailers coming behind that can cause an accident. So I'm saying this now so that anybody that is listening that knows them should warn them. They should stop that act. If you want to stop vehicles, come to the service lane, come to a place where vehicles can park properly, and will not cause accident at all. Then for plane like that, we also have 2 lines. Staying in front of the jet or the plane is a criminal offense, and it should be called in for it. Have a good day, my sister.
Have a better one. Thank you for calling. Hello. Hello. All right, make it back. Hello, good morning.
Hello. You know, some people raising the alarm in Lekki that the water you drink in Lekki is shit water. In fact, that alarm, those people have said it are the real enemies of Nigeria, for saying that they are marketing Nigeria by saying that Lekki people drink shit water at the moment. In fact, there should be provision of water that to be for one is to be for armed, and it is provide pipe-borne water as it was provided probably in the 80s by Jakonde and the UPN. So, for picture of Yara Bello's properties in Nigeria and some other places abroad, it's also commendable. In fact, look at the perpetual injunction order of which people believe God. Though it has been vacated now, but nothing has been done by this. Hello?
Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, thank you very much. Would you round off your thought, please? Thank you.
All right, no problem, no problem. Thank you very much.
Have a great morning. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Come to from Badagry Express to reach to Coco. Then there's a place we call Fᴜᴜᴜ bus stop. Opposite Fᴜᴜᴜ bus stop. In front of, they will come to Fᴜᴜᴜ, they will run inside that place. And that place is like under bridge, due to new construction of road they are doing there. They are actually and leave. Nobody's proposing them. You can't go to the place. They will come after bus stop and run to that place. So please, we are living there.
All right.
Please, I'm calling again for to take care. And another one is that.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a minute per person. All right. Thank you so much. You can lean. How are you?
Today, fine. What of my friend Fuad?
He's doing great.
Okay, God bless all of you for the good job you are doing.
Thank you.
Lady Sage corresponds very well with the view expressed by person who is concerned about eroding our pride and prestige as a nation. Lady Sage, why people interested in a different coalition? We are interested in a coalition and recover all the looted funds in 1999. Trillions. Look at the NNPC alone. 210 trillion is missing. They say it's missing, it's not solid. Missing.
Thank you so much, Barrister Peter. Have a beautiful morning. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
My name is Samuel. I'm calling from Kitchen. I want to talk about the money being donated by the First Lady. I don't know who is the boss. Why are the governors moving to APC? Is because there is no accountability in this country. Government, they are just running Nigeria government as a private entity. Look at what APC member, not APC member, they went to House Assembly to go and protest imposition in my local government by our father. And the man that is local government, look at what happened in the Lagos State House of Assembly. More than 99% removed the speaker. One man unilaterally imposed him back on Lagosians. Is that democracy? Look at what is happening in this state. You have entered one chance.
Okay. 091360000410 is the phone line. What suggestions on there as well? You can listen via the website, although you cannot comment via the website, but you can listen at www.mainlandfm.com. Please don't forget, let's be very time conscious, yes? So let's try to minimize our contributions as much as we can. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Sage. I support the one thing that the former Labour presidential candidate 2023 was actually playing politics. Take for instance, Nigeria have big and weak institutions. If somebody can come around and look at when they started probing NMC, when they said about 210 trillion naira had been misappropriated happening, so there's no point of going into it. So we need someone that will come in. We spend 2 years at this point in time. So we need someone that will come around and fix these things, because these things have been a continuous stuff that we don't know when it's going to end, because they kind of like people who will come around and just keep that institution and make it solid. And anyone that engage in corruption will pay dearly for it. That's what we just need.
That's number to dial. Let's see WhatsApp. Let's take this one before we see WhatsApp. Hello. Hello.
First of all, let me echo your first caller already. You see these people on top of when you are coming from local airport down to Kenya, on top of bridge, traffic law, and the authorities should look into it. Then let's come back to the issue of university admission. 16 years now, so there's no two ways about that. On the issue of $12.something billion renovation of the airport, you see, we should criticize where it is necessary. First, which are very important to life. And convert that to dollars, is it the area you are talking about? Fetching at the airport. I mean, doctrine protocol of safety is tantamount to danger to most of the passengers as is there. I expect you to know more. If you want to know more about that, it's supposed not to drag into that kind of atmosphere.
Thank you.
Well,
thank you very much. Have a great day. It says, okay. Sorry. I'm just going to move away from that one. Fuel pump price has been increased again from $8.65 to $9.15 and above. Despite the huge amount of money that has been spent, it has turned out to be usual propaganda. Finally, permit me to ask, is EFCC established to witch hunt only those that are criticizing on the street? For instance, the former Minister of Aviation that brought in another country's aircraft and painted it, claimed Yahaya Bello, who was alleged to have looted the state fund amounting to 80 billion, just to mention a few, are walking freely. Is this the administration that is is keen on tackling corruption. Got relief to some causes by the First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, then being vilified as is being done by some Nigerians. Sorry, I sent that via WhatsApp. There's another one here. Oga Fuad, good morning. To greet town. Okay, I hope Fuad knows it better now, and me too. Good morning, Mainland Radio. Tɣᴜ from Maryland. My open mic is on the JAM candidate who are not yet 16. This setting of high standard for under 16 JAM candidates, it doesn't make sense to me. May God help this nation. Tɣᴜ from Maryland. All right. Good morning, Robert. This is how we're going to allow people to do away with our monies. Kyari went away on probe till now. Now it's Ojulari. The APC is not doing very good. Nigeria is not doing well. It's not a joke. We have electoral offences. Okay. Campaigning in public earlier than 90 days before polling day or ending it less than 24 hours to election. The penalty, I was looking for this, but because I was talking, I wasn't able to find it. So there is punishment apparently if you campaign earlier. 500,000 punishment is this. Thank you so much for helping. You're an angel. Thank you. We have good mornings around. They are involved in Nigeria politics, forgetting and dumping their agitation. If Peter Obi loses his quest to be president, I hope they won't start shouting foul that they want sovereign. My open mic is about the Calabar Coastal Way at Ibajileki. What is the provision for the people affected? Because my land is to be affected at Igbogun issue. Sorry about your situation. Good morning, Oga Fuad and Sage. I greet you respectfully. Today, peace on the passenger side. According to the information which I want off of this month, or you have your car impounded by the authorities, I need clarification and get a permit for that tinted glass. Now, with regards to paying a fee, I do not have information on the specific amount. I'll find out for you, but I know you must go and get a permit before that. When driving at night, I want to advise Mrs. Tinubu to kindly set up a committee that would help in sharing the fund directly to IDP victims, because state government.
Good morning, Sage.
Good morning.
My open mic survey is on the amount quoted from my open mic survey on the amount allocated for the rehabilitation expenditure. It is usually whether it is spent or what the couple of years. You realize that the result does not speak for the amount that has been allocated. So if at the end there's not going to be any difference, we have seen the airport. How many times I have to convert this amount to dollars and saying that they say 7.2 billion is a lot of money? Yes, it's a lot of money, right? And people should are saying don't dollarize the economy. They are still giving out dollars and instead of our local currency.
My name is Ambrose, Pastor Ambrose. We thank God for. I know that when people will lead well, but our politicians, especially this, they make money in the name of Nigeria and distribute the money amongst themselves. And then when we talk, people with, if you are okay that somebody should carry what rightfully belongs to you and pocket it. I remember a time in my life, my cousin used to give me 10 naira to feed.
Thank you, Pastor.
That 10 naira, that.
Thank you. You have a great morning. Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
The entry of former president Goodluck Jonathan into politics. I want to know which side of the divide he will fall. President Jonathan being in a factor, we helped him to become governor. He was also a minister under the regime of Jonathan. And now, he has pitched his tent on the issue of $100,000 given to the Falcons and Tigers. I work in the hospital. For the past 2 days, nothing about it. Teachers are suffering, and yet we are giving $100,000 to parents. Even though these parents deserve it, but the government should be responsible in other aspects of our life.
Good morning.
Seji, activism. They know that what you are putting against the government.
I'm just like, it's not that deep.
Yeah, but if you do that, you don't have right to right to Jonathan love himself. He should just keep himself away, as the wife has told us that I'm not coming back. Do you want to accept to go and work with you, to go and work with Wike, so that we rubbish you the way you rubbish Fubara? Sit down there. They want to bring the person that they can win. they will slide over the person like soap on hand, whether through your wife or through anything. It's annoying, President. Stop giving our money, all this fuel subsidy money to government. You know what? A construction site. All the states, they'll be working. Everything, you'll be showing us everything. 32 states. I think within 3 days, we will know that everything is going on. So trickle that to all Nigerians. Good morning.
Good morning, Madam. Thank you so much for calling. Hello.
Okay.
Good morning.
Yeah, from Oba.
I look forward to talking to you. Me, I don't have a problem.
How are you now?
I'm fine, thank you.
Let me talk about the issue of Jonathan. Jonathan has done it now. Let him stay away. What is he coming to do? He's not the one that can rescue Nigeria, honestly. Because he today that we saw there was massive that should stay away. As regard giving money to governors. Honestly, President Tinubu removed fuel subsidy and the irrigation farm settlement in all over the states, the 60 states, with that money. And because the social has to boost our food shortage level in Nigeria to increase this agricultural confidence level so that they will clear as they are currently doing to support her to defect to his party. But that's not pure politics. That's not politics.
Right.
Good morning.
Morning to you. Let's take another call, or you know what? I'm trying to pick out the Facebook messages. I don't know why I'm having a hard time taking those messages. Just people, okay? Just bear with me. Good morning, Sejan Fuad. People from the southeast. Okay, I read this on WhatsApp already. John Bernard. He says my open mic is about the renovation of the Murtala Mohammed airport. I don't know why a government that said it is on economic reform will be so wasteful and extravagant. Keep on spending without accountability. From Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway to the VP Lounge, and not to mention the renovation of the ICC. Our PVC, we will do the needful come 2027. They should keep deceiving themselves that they're performing hard. Least result, I think it was entry error. Same thing happened with JAMB until the registrar owned up. It was Emmanuel Johnson or Jonugwa. What are they exporting that we're not exporting? Well, our largest export still remains crude. You know that, right? Our largest export still remains crude, unfortunately, despite the fact that we have over 40 mineral resources deposited across different parts of these things. Maybe. Okay. Morning to you.
Making no dear brother, they won't contest.
I should.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Mr. Goodluck Jonathan.
Okay.
I'm begging in the name of God. The political terrain has changed. The atmosphere has changed. Everything number 2. The image that the created itself has damaged so that we are awarding position with the criminals are now being awarded number 2. Foreign has come out to tell us that everybody is calling for the man won election. They rig it for Tinubu.
All right. That INEC put out. So that's the result that we have to work with, because that is the result from the Independent National.
So good morning. My name is Eric, calling from the island.
Welcome.
Yeah. So like everybody, some people are talking about the money of the airport. Is it on anyone?
Yeah.
I don't know. Not beyond the worry me. I beg. See, then we were. Listen, then they were shouting, F1 democracy. Nigeria government, talking about this democracy. And look at what happened yesterday. Can K1 not make this even do yesterday? If it was 3 years ago. 3 years ago when Buhari was the president, can he even listen? Just look, see the shame where they bring to us. Just see the shame where they bring. I don't the kind of democracy like what Fuad used to say. This is the kind of democracy that he came and ultimate what King Washi and Masha fought for. If this is the kind of democracy, let's I don't battle. All of them, I don't battle. Look at the shame of nonsense that they are showing to us. No problem.
Immediately, I must obey your order. My name is M쏘ɪᴜᴜ calling you from my mother. Lady Sage.
Yes.
You see now, when I'm talking of attitudinal change, that is, you see, we corner, we only criticize, and then Mr. Hater, they give us just a day off. And somebody from Aso Rock is a leader, not only the government is a leader,
As I'm talking to you, I was a president of where I do my business. Somebody spent 8 years, 13 years. When it become maintain my integrity, today people are honoring me, we are doing my business. And now look at Nigeria. If somebody say want to spend 4 years, like why I say for me it's honorary is to stay away. We spend 6 years. If you do not come back today, they will not tell you in the history, I, mama, and papa, when I try to work. We don't have Nigeria for 30 years. So for me, maintain that integrity we are now. Don't come back. If you come back, so probably that.
Shouldn't come back because it would tarnish his reputation. And I wonder why people system so he can at least try to change it messages a little bit. Leko from M쏘ɪɪλ says Mr. K1 should be careful. Life does not. Igbenu Victor from Delta State says, can I make a call through one sage? Resignation should not be the only consequence the politician in Kano that bailed the drug kingpin should face. He should be arrested, investigated, and prosecuted if need be, as a lot in our public institution. Nigeria electorates. When will thou start to vote people? Followers will never produce good leaders. ᴍᴜ from Alakwara. I was confused a bit there. Sorry. Been reintroduced by the government through the office of the RG. This administration wants to add to the pains of Nigerians. Papers will be renewed annually. It's like the government don't want us to drive vehicles again in Nigeria. I'm not bought my own, no, they should let us, please. Good morning, Sage. The Lagos State Permanent Secretary made a very complicated... Sorry, I have a bad cough. Who is supposed to provide social amenities and infrastructure and have good roads? Mr. Fubara will be regretting now of being an ill-fated governor of Rivers State, as his master has rendered him redundant. No hardship is coming upon Nigerian masses through the Nigeria police and this government by the reintroduction of tinted glass permits starting from the 12th of August 2025 to be renewed yearly at the cost of 25,000 and 40,000. Nobody is saying anything about it now. This is my take this morning. Philip from my...
Yeah, good morning. My name is Małżeczyny.
Welcome.
I'm calling from Issue. Yeah, I think let me advise that I'm not sure action. If I will advise him, he should now people that worked against him, like the former governor of Niger State who came out boldly and say that will work against him. So many, all the senators, former senators and present senators that were in PDP, they worked against him. I'm not sure they really reach us night. He said thieves, he used the word thieves are being rewarded with ministerial appointment. He talked about moral and not proper upbringing, theft of this immoral act. Lack of proper training will not get forward. God bless you.
Thank you for calling. Have a great morning.
Someone said from Shomulu.
Right, welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, we are told that Tğᴜ, the kingpin of the terrorists, had released some captives and surrendered some arms. And they are from there they are negotiating with terrorists. I don't know what kind of they're going to negotiate for the release of the Chibok girls. Because for me, that's what APC used in 2013, 2014 as one of their campaign tools. That they were going to bring back Chibok girls in one unit within 6 months. They find that Tinubu has removed us from the bush. Where has he taken us to the forest with the bandits or in the bush? Now he brings us from the bush to the forest that is burning with fire and booming with the AK-47 gun. You should have allowed us to stay in that bush so that we can eat our plantain there. For me, I need Chibok girls back because you got it from international house, and then sorry, not Akpabio now.
Send a message on WhatsApp, alright. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Mrs. Sage.
Morning to you.
Thank you very much. This is Bello. I am calling you currently from Fᴜʟᴜ.
Thank you.
I see that this man is not taking us anywhere. Look at, we are giving Sᴏᴜ, I know they deserve this money. They deserve to be taken care of. But that is telling us to have government. That the subsidy removal, the government are getting more money. Is that what?
I would advise that if you're calling in and you're using headphones to listen to the radio, I think you should disconnect because it oftentimes that we've answered the call. Okay, thank you. Hello.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning, sir.
Thanks, President. Jonathan has been sponsored by...
Sorry, I don't understand. Look, do you want to break that down a little? When you say sponsored to divide the vote, in what...
If the article is coming up,
This one is coming up.
Are speculations. This is not being confirmed by anybody. The Goodluck Jonathan himself has not made any official comment about whether or not he's going to the PDP. These are just speculations from sources he says by himself. Yes, so thank you. Hello.
Well, good morning. Yesterday, one of papers, or most of the papers purported that Jonathan...
So your voice is drowning out. Do you...
Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay, you're...
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Sis.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Yes. Quickly, Samuel calling from Ikeja. Madam Sis, I listened very carefully this morning, and I heard some people saying that the amount they listened to Minister of Aviation the other day in the channel television where he was. It's not the renovation of the whole airport. It's a section in that airport, and you want to spend 700 and something to renovate a section of the airport. Now it is are put in place and make sure that we have better air fleet that is safe, instead of using that amount of money to renovate a section of the airport. You understand? So this is the same thing that happened in Abuja when they spent over 39 billion to renovate the international conference center. After renovating, they now put their name put the president's name on it. You understand? All these are just eye service for me. And the president himself is piloting all these things, because when they are doing things that you are not satisfied or you are not happy with, are you not supposed, even though they put your name on that facility, can't you? We shall see in 2027. Thank you.
We will cross away one day. I don't fight any day we will go away. But many stations are there. One thing
I don't appreciate comments like that. I don't think it's fair that you call and say that on radio. If that's your sentiment, let me read WhatsApp messages. That's not very nice. You call in and say, if you don't want us to call your station, we'll go and call other stations. Why do you need to tell us that? What do you hope to achieve by doing that? We say out of 5 days, sacrifice 1 day for new callers. The same way you threatened me on WhatsApp yesterday, you feel the need to call in today and say, if you don't want us to call, come on. I'll read WhatsApp messages now. My open mic is about the renovation of Murtala Mohammed Airport. I don't know why a government that said it is on economic reforms will be so wasteful and extravagant. They keep on spending without accountability. I read this morning is on the electoral reform. We can only get it right when patriotic leaders are elected, and that can only happen when we have better electoral reform. Can I come next week Thursday? I need to see him for advisory. Umar Ismail from Ejai Ojokoro, Lagos. All right, we have Good Morning Mainland Radio crew. This morning, Madam First Lady is doing today is a good pointer, talk less of the impunity, lawlessness and political rascality that WG's collaboration with the ruling party is responsible for in Rivers State. Nigeria today has become a crime scene. Only the citizens will take back their country from total collapse. Victor Aloigboke from Ikeja. We have Axis has been in a sorry state. The governor is all. This current government are recklessly spending Nigeria's hard-earned Ikeja. Good morning to you. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. My name is Philip from Ikeja.
Welcome, Mr. Philip. Go ahead.
The president's wife, 1 billion naira disbursement. Now, I don't know where this money is coming from. And we see this across board happening and a lot of impunity. Luke 12, 16 to 21, the story of the rich poor, who decided to acquire so that we need forever and ever, and God calls him that night and says, fool, this night your king will be required of you, and then other people will teach what to work for. The fact is that many of us can see the next minute, know themselves, if they don't look back in history and see people who have done this kind of things who are no more today.
Let's take 3 more calls. I think we can do that. 3 more calls and...
Yeah, you have a Padmadi. I'm calling from Songota.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for your control of this platform. All the stations they come. And just keep doing the good job you are doing.
Thank you, sir.
The first thing I want to, the one I want to comment about is about this, the airport construction in Lagos. To God be the glory, that was my last duty post. I retired from that airport 2002 and I traveled abroad. And if you have to travel across the world, you see that the facilities at that airport, far back to those 2000, they were all collapsed. The toilet cannot go to the toilet and see water. Cannot see anything. You will be at the departure or arrival home, the light will go for hours. That has been the case. That airport should not have been allowed to continue in operation by ICAO. We have the regulatory authority we call ICAO, International Civil Aviation Authority. They are not supposed to be renewing the license. But they come every year, the NCA, everybody will do kind of, and we are not happy about the way they went about the contract. But the intention is beautiful. That airport has been the worst airport I've ever traveled all over the world. I've done it. The cost of that airport, electricity, independent electricity, is in the contract. So I don't know whether those who commenting these two programs, they are aware of this, and the contractor is spending 6 billion to me.
Thank you.
I don't know. Let the country surveillance go and investigate and do the question. But
thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Sage. Somebody who is doing her job. And she cannot like everybody. She's here to do a job. If you do not like it, then please do not call. She has a duty and an opinion to meet those who have given her a job to do. So why would people what they want? Here is a freedom. If you don't like where people begin to tell us that by 82,000 square meters, we change the repairing part of the runway and also expanding the in and out of the airport. An airport that presently, as bad as it is, it makes 250 to 10 to 13 million. This airport will be able to pay itself in about 4 years, considering what we're making. Do you know from it, this FAA makes people contribute less, and because of this kind of money, they are able to feed everybody? Don't people understand how economics works and how financing works? And they are really attacking this thing. This is another. Heathrow is saying they want to do runway for 21 billion pounds. So what is Nigeria spending that we are really here? Thank you very much, my sister. And God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much. That's all the call I can take for this morning. I'm trying to finish up with messages. There are plenty messages. Yeah. Twice before he accepts the offer of the PDP to run again for the office of president under their platform. To me, he should continue to play statesman's role that he's currently playing. If he wants to run, he should come on air and let the... But ADC needs to get it right if they really want to unseat the president in 2027. Way to President Tinubu in 2027 election from Shogunle. All right. Good morning, Sageland. Nothing good comes easy. Relax and engage useful manipulations that make, break, and force, dominate, and enslave their citizens with their own rules and trench as the national order. What hope is left? I asked about Biodun to please fix road from Songo, Ijoko, Lambe to Berger. We're suffering here. We pay our taxes. Okay. Sorry about that. Good morning, Mainland FM. I'm Triple A from Ojo. Ojo is Ojo. Why Chief Obafemi Awolowo was a great leader of the UPN. He always called governors from UPN controlled states in a meeting and told them what the party we have Robert says been years. They're now grown women. There are even some of them who have children for these terrorists. You're right. This is a message from Robert. You're more than right. It's a sad, very grim reality. I'll read this message now. Top of the morning to you, Sage and Fuad, on insecurities for slaughter, but feed the victims' live baby to their dogs and do so with impunity, with in disguised backing and the cover of powers that be against the peaceful Nigeria people. The ethno-religious cleansing, genocide and crime against humanity are done by those terrorists without anyone being arrested. Violence or deviation from the topic of the reality on ground. Let Nigerian nation be self-determined and all these woes will be gone. On 18 years old, admission into for uni admission. God help us. Thank you, Sage Leke for Malimosho. Well, thank you very much. I will appreciate you. That's all we can take. We have to go on a break. Today's Thursday, so you know what's coming up next. Encapsulated in the title, the creativity of Nigeria, and it's a lot of talented people that are on that desk. So you hear people who put forward all the greatness and the goodness that Nigeria has to offer. So listen, at your dedication, streaming, listening, calling, sending messages, we appreciate you for everything that you do, and we hope that we continue to meet the needs that you have with regards to information and also analysis. Don't go anywhere. Mainland 98.3